Welcome back. Today I want to talk about focus. I want to talk about how do you get more things done in a day. And that really comes down to focus. How focused are you on each task versus trying to multitask and getting, attention here, there, squirrel moment, those kinds of things. And, you know, the repetitive daily activities that you do in lead generation, in lead conversion, in follow-up, in general marketing, those daily tasks, I hope you're doing those daily. As you can, previous previous videos I've gone over many a times, how important it is to do these things every single day. Don't skip days. You got to do these every single day. So the more focused you are on those, the more focus you give them, the more business will come your way. And so, but how can you focus on these things when there's a million other things to do, and you've got phone calls from clients, and you've got inspections, and all these other things going on. You've got to put out fires, you have opportunities, and how do you fit all that in? And the obvious solution that everybody talks about is time blocking, right? And if you're like me, I've had a love-hate relationship with time blocks. And here are the two reasons why I've had a love-hate relationship. One was I had too many time blocks. So narrow down how many time blocks in a day you have. Because if your day is too structured, these time blocks will get moved or deleted or whatever, because life gets in the way, right? You've got to have time to take care of life and to take care of business outside of these time blocks. So don't have too many time blocks. That was number one, why I hated time blocks. Number two was I was doing time blocks way too long. I was doing an hour, then I did 30 minutes, then, did 45 minutes. But what I ended up doing was I ended up narrowing the time blocks down every day to 15-minute increments. Doing 15-minute time blocks really changed how I did things and really made me much more focused. I didn't dread this time block looming over my head that was an hour long or 30 minutes long, right? So if my time block for calling people was, 30 minutes, I knew I had to get 15 phone calls done in 30 minutes. Well, now when I do in 30 minutes, when I do 15-minute time blocks, I set a goal of, 5 phone calls. That seems achievable, right? So sometimes these time blocks, when they're too long, are holding you back because it almost seems like unachievable. It seems like you're trying too hard, or you can't devote that kind of time because you've got all these other things going on over here, right? That are diverting attention away, and you're like, I'll do that tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, and you're supposed to do 2 of those time blocks to make up for yesterday, and you're like, oh, but today this and this is happening. And then you go to the third day and you're like, well, now I've got 3 of these time blocks. There's no way I'm doing it. I'm just going to throw it away. Right? So less time blocks. That way you can be more creative too, more motivated to actually accomplish these things. And number 2, short time blocks. Do not do long time blocks. They don't work. You're going to start in the beginning, you may be gung-ho about them, but then after a while, you're like, it's just too much. 30 minutes is just too much. 45 minutes, an hour. I see agents with time blocks like throughout their schedule. When we talk about scheduling, and they're like, look at my schedule. I've got time blocks here. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you're overscheduled. Do not do that, because life will get in the way. It might be okay right now, but you can't scale that. Once you get super busy, you can't scale that. You're going to have to get rid of some of these time blocks, and then what? Right? So short time blocks, fewer time blocks. Hope that helps your business. Hope you have a great week. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.